Welcome to part 2 of our final presentation tutorial. Once you have created your layout, you need to place images, text, annotations onto your page to create what it is that you're presenting. So when you have saved your scanned images from your sketching or from your final folio, you'll find you need to then place that. And the way to place is to go File, Place, find your scanned image. It will usually be an Adobe Acrobat document if it's from the printer in our design room or the library, and select Place. If you click once on your page in the top left hand corner, you can place that image into your layout. You'll find here we have 2 arrows. Yours might be slightly different for your toolbox. Perhaps it's set up like this. Either way is fine. Your black arrow is going to let you select and move around your images. Your white arrow is going to let you edit components of that image. So I can drag the corners, or if I undo, I can click twice on the path and then edit this way. Undo. So we'll go through a few basics that you'll need to know when working in Illustrator to be able to select and create a basic presentation. Here is the fill and here is the stroke. When you're creating a basic shape, you sometimes might be drawing and have both of these layers on transparent, so none, the one with the red line through it. If you wanted to create a basic shape, you can select these tools here and you can go down and create whatever you want. If you hold down the Shift key in each of these tools, it will keep the proportions the same. So Shift key while doing the ellipse creates a circle, Shift key while creating a rectangle creates a square. Selecting the black arrow and then selecting the shape, you can double click inside that shape and change the color over here. So you can choose any color that you're wanting. You need to go down and pick something that might work that reflects your chosen scheme. And you might choose to make that a background or a title block for your layout. You could add layers on top of layers. So here in the Essentials dialog box, if you go down to Essentials, click on Layers, if you expand this you can see everything. The color guide I'll put down here. You can see this is a record of everything that we've been drawing so far. It's best to work in layers. You can see down the bottom here we can create a new layer, create a sub layer. This makes life easy for you later on. Title your layers so you know what they are when you get into complex drawings in Adobe Illustrator. This is a really fast way to keep track of what you've made. Background block. So give them names that might resemble something that you can recall later. I'm going to create another layer to put my text, maybe heading text, different to annotation text. So when you click on the eye, you can see all of these at the moment are in this layer. I want to separate them just to have the image. So this one here, I'm going to Control C, which is copy, or I could Control X to cut. Select the layer that I want to place that on, and then Control Shift V. Control V is paste, Control Shift V is paste in the same place where you cut it from. So now, when I turn off the images, you can just see these 2 layers are on and that one's off. I might choose to, if I go Control X and then paste this into here, and open up this layer, you can see both of these are now in here, these black rectangle and the green rectangle. I want the green rectangle to be above that on the layering, so I'm going to drag that above. I can create another box here. Perhaps I'll keep it black and make it like a shadow line. So I'm going to place it under here and then drag that to size. Okay, so now when I turn this off, I can just edit in here if I'm wanting to. I'm going to change the size of this just a little bit. Maybe I'll keep that bigger. Alright, the next really important tool for you is called a clipping mask tool. So I'm going to create another layer and I'll call it clipping mask. Create a clipping mask. Let's say I'm only wanting to see this image to begin with. I'm going to use the curvature tool to create a shape. At the moment my fill and my text are reversed, so that's the reason why. I'm just going to lock everything for a minute. That's okay. The reason why it's looking strange. So I'm going to draw a shape now around. Double clicking gives you a straight edge, so I can make a straight edge up here. You can see I'm not taking too much care to worry about how close I am to that image. I can modify these using the white arrow and bring them closer if I wanted to, but I don't really need to. Maybe when I get more complicated I can. So I've created a clipping, not a mask, just an outline of the image that I want. Select the black arrow and select the shape that you've just made, hold down Shift and select the image that you placed on your board. Go to Object, down the bottom to Clipping Mask and say Make. And now this mask is like just a window into just the information on your drawing that you'd like to keep. So now I can select this and move that around the page as I see fit.